got these like spring-loaded handles with nice rubber grips on them so that you can grab this thing because it's huge. It's got these really nice plastic covers. I have them loose right now that cover the battery terminal, and they rotate up to 90. You can do, you know, cables out the front. I have it right now where one comes out the side. We'll see how we orient it, but you can twist these around. Very, very versatile. And the case is all metal. Super durable, feels nice, it's vented. It does have this hydrometer on the top, which, I don't know, it looks kind of steampunky, as well as a temperature gauge. I don't think the hydrometer is particularly accurate. People have mentioned that, and like, I'm in an HVAC space. I don't think it's 70% humidity in here, but it's not particularly useful to me anyway. It does kind of look cool, I suppose. All the specs neatly printed down the side in case you forget when you're bragging to your friends about how you have the biggest battery at the Van Life Festival. Oh, and it's got this nice physical on-off button here that lights up, and it'll illuminate when it comes on. That shows you, this is like a kill switch for the output. So I've got a physical kill switch for everything, but I can kill the battery output from here. That's a really nice, just like safety and maintenance feature. It's got a battery management system, overcharge protection, undercharge, undervoltage protection. I do believe it has low temperature cutoff, so it won't, you know, fry the battery if you have it hooked up to a solar panel that's charging it when it's below freezing. Max discharge current 250 amps times 12 volts. It's about 3,000 watts. Now I think this is one area where if you had this much capacity across 4 batteries, you could probably get a higher discharge out of it. I'm not going to put a 3,000 watt inverter on this. I'm not going to try and run a rooftop air conditioner on this. So for me, it's perfect. 460 amp hours, it translates to 5,888 watt hours. Compare that to 100 amp hour, 12.8 volt battery, your standard automotive size lithium batteries. Those get 1,280 watt hours. So just, it's massive, guys. It's so massive that I've had it hooked up to the solar panel. We haven't been getting great solar at home. It's wintertime, sun's low, kind of overcast, kind of parked in the shade. This thing has gone from 30% charge to 75% charge in like 2 weeks, okay? Because it's massive. If we had full sun on our 200 watts panels, it would still take like 4 days to charge this thing, maybe 5. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to upgrade our solar a little bit. I gotta figure out how we're gonna install this in the back of the van, and it doesn't exactly fit. Exactly easy, but it is maintainable. All screws. Monster battery. Oh, come on. You can fit. Oh yeah, dude. Freaking perfect. That's what we want. And I think to secure it, what I'm gonna do is put a little cleat here, just wood, and one on the back so it can't slide back and forth. And then the strap will go over the top to keep it from going side to side. And we don't need to move the leg over. Like that much. But that right there. Yeah, we can get in and out. Now, one of the things that I just never got around to doing right in the original electrical setup is I never actually fused our battery. I know. What a no-no. But I also need to be really efficient with the space on this board because I'm packing a lot back here. Because there's a built-in disconnect in this Vatrer battery, I think I'm going to remove the disconnect on the board here, leverage the disconnect on the battery when I need to shut the system down, and that will save me from having to make a jump from the battery to here, and then another cable from here to the disconnect, another cable from the disconnect. Just saves a lot of cables and lugs that way. 11/16. That's the one. I'm taking lids off the tire. My OG crimpers from doing the RV build don't fit this gauge of wire. Found that out the hard way. So I went on Amazon and I got the more simple version of this, which is just the kind you hammer. Not bad. And the thing about these crimpers, my understanding at least, is that the friction that it creates when you crimp this practically welds these wires together. I don't know if that's actually true. That's a really good crimp. I'm super happy with that. Alright, I'm really happy with this turned out. Off camera, I basically took apart everything on the wire block here. I had cut a lot of corners. I didn't realize how fast we were moving trying to get to California. I heat shrunk all the wires that hadn't been heat shrunk yet. I cut them all to a proper length. They were kind of jumbled, and it's just super tidy now. I also made these big honking battery cables. More than enough for the power we're going to use. I think I got them sized right, and now all that's left to do is wire it back up, install it. Right there. Okay. Somewhere up there. Wonderful. Wow, that looks so good, you guys. Oh yeah. It's torqued. Love it. These are my cleats. Dude, oh, that's perfect. It's not going anywhere. Love it. That's so nice. A little floppy. Not too bad, really. It only goes right there. I'm just as excited as you guys are to get this fired up. First, I gotta put this leg back in under the bed. I'm very, very happy with the wiring. Everything's so much cleaner and I think safer than it was before. The only problem is I modified this cover for the inline 250 amp fuse because there was no way to have a 90-degree exit from the lug. You see what I mean? So I cut a hole out of it. And in doing so, I didn't realize it, but I cut out one of the 4 tabs that clips in, and apparently it needs all 4 tabs to hold in, so it won't stay on. So I'll have to come up with another solution for this because right now that fuse is exposed and it's a hot contact. We'll figure that out. That's it. It's a bed again. Okay, I'm going to push the power button on the Vatrer battery, and when I do that, I should get power to my solar charge controller, which would mean that we're lit up. I heard the fan. Yes, sir. Oh, I love it. Guys, this thing is so freaking stable. Go ahead and turn the solar on. Oh, it can't go anywhere. This is awesome. Let's check the inside power. Perfect. We did it, guys. We hooked this thing up. All right, let's take it home to Wilder Mountain, and we'll tell you a little bit more about this battery. This battery is unbelievable. I'm here in the van, we're sitting, we got a little bit of sun coming in, and I've got everything running. We got the fan on, we got the lights on, we got the fridge running. I'm just gonna show you the math because I'm gonna pull up the app, which is just a whole other aspect of this that's really cool. I didn't have to put a shunt in or a battery monitor because I can truly monitor the house batteries on the van now with an app. Pull the app up, over Bluetooth, finds our battery. You can see our real-time state of charge, battery percentage, as well as the current power draw that's happening. So right now we're using 75 watts with everythting running in the van right now. But 75 watts, so we have 5,888 watts. We're at 78% of that. That's 4,592 watt hours. Divided by the 75 watts that we're using. That is 61 hours of runtime. 61 hours, guys. And that's if the fridge runs constantly. It won't. It's going to power cycle. It's going to run probably at like a 50% or less duty cycle. So that just goes to show you what kind of power we're talking about. All systems go, running full blast, and we're still looking at like 3 to 4 days of charge. And it's not even 100% battery, and we don't have our full solar like exposed. I'm parked in the trees right now. So I'm really, really happy with this. I really do think this might be the best kind of battery that you could get for a van build application, or I think it'd be a really great battery for a RV retrofit. Like this thing would fit in the dinette of our RV, and it's very tempting to throw one in there and hook our inverter up to it and just build a whole new battery system for the motorhome. It's big, it's heavy duty, but like for an application like this, it's gonna be awesome. Our next trip, we're just not gonna worry about power at all.